Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the Home Weather Office on this Thursday morning. It is now the 5th day of December 2024. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the Home Weather Office. And as I look out the window, a little bit cloudier than it was yesterday. Some mid-level and high-level clouds going by. Nothing in the way of rain or snow coming by with this. It's just not as bright and sunny as it has been the last couple of days. We are still going to be dry for a while, but there are going to be a couple of changes over the next couple of days that I'll highlight and how that impacts the weekend. And also look ahead to when we may see our next chance of rain and snow in Northern California. So let's take a look at the satellite this morning. Here is the cloud cover that's going by this morning. I'll show you in just a minute how this will dissipate. There's also a little bit of fog down below it. Haven't seen any reports of really thick fog, but we are now in that time of year where if we have dry conditions and not much in the way of a wind, we'll likely have some valley fog. There could be a few patches of that tomorrow morning. I'll show you more on that here in a second. Big area cloud cover out here. This is where all the activity is, and all of this is heading to our north and actually be dissipating somewhat as well. So even though this looks nice on the satellite, that is going to have no impact in terms of rain or snow for California. So let's talk a little bit about the cloud cover. So this is the NAM product for cloud cover that we use occasionally. This is this morning, and this is the cloud cover that's going by right now. And as we go through the afternoon, the NAM shows it dissipating so that by 4 o'clock this afternoon, we actually have brighter skies than we have first thing this morning. Now, as we head into tomorrow morning, the model does show a little bit of fog. That's what that pattern would show right there. A little bit of fog developing in the valley, especially south of Modesto. We'll see how that plays out. There actually might even be some trying to come up through the Delta. But other than that, tomorrow will be another mostly sunny day. This is tomorrow afternoon. And then that weather system going by that I showed you on the satellite, it will bring some clouds our way on Saturday. This is Saturday morning. This is cloud cover, but nothing in the way of rain with that. And the clouds hang out into the day on Sunday and then clear out. And on Sunday, we'll once again see a little bit of fog in the valley. However, as that weather system goes by, it does look as though it's going to kick up a little bit of wind. Now for that, I'm not going to show you the CANSAC this morning. Instead, I'm going to show you how the GFS depicts this just above the surface. So as we go through the day on Thursday, there's a little bit of a north flow. And this north flow in the areas, let's say north of Sacramento in the valley, that's going to be good enough to keep the fog away here. But if you see areas with no wind, the southern part of the valley, that's where we have a better chance of fog developing first thing in the morning. This is Friday, a little bit of a north breeze, no big deal. It's once we get into the day on Saturday that as that system goes by, actually it's Monday. What am I talking about? Still a little bit of a north breeze. This is what I was talking about. This is Monday. Here's that offshore wind right here. And as you can see, this pattern, the wind barbs are offshore, and these areas of yellow are winds over 30 knots. So that's a pretty good offshore flow. And what I'm showing you here isn't exactly surface. It's just above the surface. This is at 925 millibars. But this can give you an idea of what wind gusts are like down on the valley floor. So we do have this offshore flow. And that's on Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday might be a little bit breezy, especially in areas like, why do I keep saying Saturday and Sunday? This is actually Monday, Tuesday. The weekend won't have much wind. Then the wind goes flat, and then we get into a better chance of regular old wind next Friday. And this is a southeasterly wind because, well, that's our next chance of rain. Let me show you that. This is into the weekend. The north gradient, not all that strong. And then on Monday, this is when we start getting that north gradient. Nothing too howling, just an offshore wind that would keep fog away on Monday and Tuesday. And then everything looks benign again for Wednesday and Thursday next week with very little pressure gradient. Little system goes by to the north, and then we get into next Friday. This is Friday midday, little rain, little snow. So that is our next chance of rain. So it looks as though obviously today, tomorrow are dry, and for those of you that need to work outside through the weekend or early next week, everything looks fine. It looks like Friday we may see something. And then I think behind us, there's another one that the models are hinting at. This is the following Monday, so this is the 16th. So while we are into a dry pattern right now that will last for about the next week or so, there are hints on the models that we could see more activity ahead. And the models have been very consistent about looking for something into Northern California sometime around the 14th, 15th of this month, and then again, maybe something around the 16th. So you'll like when the models hinted that on a regular basis far out, and so that by the time it gets closer, you have more confidence that this is actually going to happen. And, in terms of exactly when it starts raining, how much rain we're going to see, how much snow levels, etc., those are kind of the fine details that you get more, 96, 72 hours out, that sort of thing. But, when it's a week, 8, 9 days out, 10 days out, all you're looking for are things like, is there a chance of rain? And is there going to be a chance of some showers, maybe something better? Those are the sorts of big picture things you start looking at 10 days out. And then once you get a little bit closer, then you can get the fine details about rain amounts and locations and timing and all that sort of thing. So that's what we've got for you so far. But yeah, for the next week, it'll stay dry. That's everything I have for you on this Thursday morning. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.